This is Eagle Al, and today we'll be talking about DeAndre Swift. His market value has been revealed by Spot Track. Also, we're going to talk about Jalen Hurts. He debunks the one read quarterback thing. And lastly, we got to talk about Patrick Queen. I didn't make any emphasis on the linebacker. And yes, he will be a guy we need, but let's get straight into it.
Hey, what's up? It's Mauro Ojimo. Shout out to Eagle Owl, the biggest Eagles fan out there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, so before we get straight into the topics, I got to say, seems like the first game is revealed for the Philadelphia Eagles is leaning towards Eagles versus Browns in Brazil. I like it. I mean, Deshaun Watson versus Jalen Hurts. Two of the QBs got a really good relationship, and some points of their career they've been compared to each other. Remember, we were supposed to get Deshaun Watson over Jalen Hurts, and look how their career is going. You could say Jalen Hurts is outplaying Deshaun Watson at this point, and Deshaun Watson has been on a decline since the allegations and since going to Cleveland. But it would be a good matchup with the two because they both really got good teams. You got Mari Cooper and those guys there, David Njoku. You got us with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. It's gonna be a really good battle, and they got a good defense. So Browns Eagles sound like a really good matchup. But I knew it wasn't gonna be nothing too big. They wasn't gonna do like a divisional game or anything like that. But Eagles and Browns do sound like a really good start to the season. I believe the game is on a Friday. Again, really sound like a good start to the season. I would like it. Well, let's get into the topics. Speaking of Jalen Hurts, let's talk about him. You know how people keep saying he's a one read quarterback, this, that, and a third. And a chart came out and shows actually he's probably one of the quarterbacks that been making more than one read in the NFL. He's ranked 24th in one reads. I really hate this one read thing because to me, one read, two read, and things like that, to me, it comes down to scheme. Because if you're making multiple reads, that means the scheme is bad. Because last year, I believe 2022, he was second in one reads, and we went to the Super Bowl. This year, he's 24th, and we couldn't get out the first round. So, do the one read thing mean anything? No. But he definitely debunked it because, again, he showed he can make multiple reads. But making multiple reads, what do that lead to? What is that? Why does it matter if you look through your first read, second read, third read, looking at running backs, this and that? That don't matter. If your first read is there, that means the scheme is working. Now, if Kellen Moore make Jalen Hurts a one read quarterback, that's a good thing because that means the scheme is working. People are getting open the first look. Yeah, it is good to see Jalen Hurts debunk that myth or that stereotype of him being a one read quarterback. It's just simply not true. He's more than a one read quarterback. He's a lot more than a one read quarterback. So don't let these haters say this and that about Jalen Hurts. I feel like I've been sticking up for Jalen Hurts a lot in my videos, right? I think this is probably like the fourth straight video of me sticking up for him about some negative stuff coming out about him. But the one read thing is definitely debunked. So let's talk about DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift market value has been revealed is around 6 to 7 million. And as we know, over 1,000 yards, Pro Bowler, to me, baller, underutilized in the pass game, underutilized in the run game, but still was able to get over 1,000 yards. Now, 6.7, 6.8 million is not hard to work with. Especially the cap hit is probably gonna be like $3 million. Know how we work it. We can bring him back. We can. I want him back. I know. Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry. It's a lot of guys out there if we can't bring him back. But he should be the priority. To me, he fits Philly. He got the Philly swag. He's from Philly. I like how he run, I like how he play. I like his intensity on the field. I like his underdog story, you could say. Because he went into the season not starting. And he built up and built up and built up. Did his thing. I think he should, have another opportunity, especially under Kellen Moore, because Kellen Moore can really use his skill set far as passing the ball. I don't think Brian Johnson or Nick Sirianni did a good job with that at all. And DeAndre Swift is not messy, but he did hint it. Like, man, like I was somewhat underutilized in the past game. He hinted at it. He wasn't messy about it. He actually tried to avoid it, but the truth is the truth. He was underutilized in the past game, which he could have been another threat. So I thought he was going to be like, okay, we don't have a wide receiver three, but damn, DeAndre Swift is good. So he would, mask that problem. But we didn't use him right. Didn't use him right. So if you could bring him on a cheap deal, use him right under Kellen Moore, why not? Why not? Bring this guy back. He's not going to cost that much. It's not going to cost that much. Bring him back. I know he want to be back because he said it. Bring the man back. Let him get over 1,400 yards. He can do it. He can definitely do it. That's my guy. I want him back. All right, so let's talk about Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen. There's a lot of rumors out there saying that this is the move the Eagles got to make. I know I talked about the safety position. I even talked about the running back position, but I haven't talked about the linebacker position. You got Patrick Queen out there. It's a couple guys out there for sure. I think Patrick Queen is probably number one on my list. Of course, you could look at the draft with the Jeremiah Trotter Juniors and this and that. But I want an established guy. Kobe Dean, I don't think he's ready for that. I'm the primary linebacker role. I think Patrick Queen is ready. I think Patrick Queen is ready to be that guy and bring the Kobe Dean under him. The Kobe Dean need an OG. I'll just put it that way. The Kobe Dean need an OG. And I think Patrick Queen, 24, bring him in. He was successful with the um Ravens, bring him in with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let him be the guy. Let him be the guy. Nakobe Dean can learn a thing or two under him. But Nakobe Dean, he can't be the primary guy. It has to be a Patrick Queen. Has to. I mean, Patrick Queen PFF score is better than basically all our linebackers. He's been in this league for a while, played under a great system again. Why not? A hitter could get sideline to sideline. I mean, he is the guy. He's the guy for sure. There's other linebackers out there. I like the linebacker in Carolina. Um, the linebackers, of course. I like Devin White and those guys. And I'm not Buffalo. I'm sorry. And Tampa Bay. I like those linebackers too. But Patrick Queen, young, you could bring him in. You could bring him in. He could do some things. Linebacker, safety is the priority in Philadelphia. Linebacker and safety. We could get both, But I don't know which one to choose because then you go into the draft like, well, we didn't really get a safety. Let's get one out the draft. Or we really didn't get a linebacker. Let's get one out the draft. But linebacker, I won't say we need a super veteran guy, but we need a guy that's in his prime. And I think that's Patrick Queen. I don't want a really young buck at linebacker. I don't want an old head at linebacker. 25, I'm telling you, that's the perfect age. Patrick Queen is right there. And he just fit the culture. Simple as that. But hey man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today? Jalen Hurts debunking these fake all one read quarterback things. DeAndre Swift, the first game in Brazil against the Browns. How do we feel about that? Shout out to Peter King. And yeah, man, that's the news I got today. But this is Eagle Al.